Hey guys, Captain Mike, welcome to Whiskey and Literature. I do both whiskey and book reviews, and tonight it is whiskey. We're just going to talk about the couple bottles that I bought this month, and I am done buying whiskey in July. I told myself last week I'd be done, and let's see if I stuck to that or not. On the 4th of July, I was driving to a friend's house, stopped at a liquor store to buy a case of beer, and lo and behold, they had a whiskey there, the Blood Oath Pact 7. I'm a sucker for bourbon in a box, so for $199 I picked this up. This is Blood Oath Pact 7. So that was a 2021 release from these guys. I know $199 is above MSRP, but if you're buying a current release of Blood Oath, you should be paying $125 to about $160 or so, depending on the stores you're at or what you got going on. But if you're buying past releases of Blood Oath, you're not going to get those for MSRP anymore. In fact, I was at the Lux Row Distillery in February this year, and they had 4, 5, and 6, or 5, 6, and 7 there, and they wanted $3.99 for each one of those bottles. I was like, no way. Blood Oath Pact 7 online, it goes anywhere between $199 to about $350 or so. I don't think, unless you're really lucky, wherever you're at, you're going to find one of these less than $199. So I think that's okay. I've been enjoying the Blood Oath bottles. I'm starting to, if I can find them backwards, kind of like this, and I'm purchasing the releases as they come out. I have 9 and I have 10. So at that store, I also picked up an Old Grandad 114, because why not? So the rumors are going out again, as they do every year and a half or so in this cycle, that Old Grandad 114 is being discontinued. And perhaps it isn't. It is, and perhaps it isn't. Randy at Bourbon Real Talk has a nice video on whether or not he thinks it's going to be discontinued. I encourage you to check him out. He does a really nice job with his videos. But I paid $33 for this bottle, and that is over MSRP, but I don't mind buying a bunker bottle of this, and I already have 1 or 2 at my house, and I'm happy to have another one. If it gets discontinued, great. If it doesn't, I'm gonna drink through those bottles. Anyway, I'm coming back to the hotel on July 5th, and right on the way is an ABC, so I stopped there. And what did they have? But the Booker's 2402, the Beam House Batch, I think it's called. Let's see. Get the old glasses on. I paid $109.99 for this bottle. The Beam House Batch. 62.3 ABV, so 124.6 proof. It has the little card that all the Bookers come with, which has the percentages from which warehouse. I mean, some guys, I guess, are really into that, like which warehouse the whiskey comes from. Oh, the age is 7 years. Glasses back on. 7 years, 2 months, and 22 days. So I believe it's all just the same mash bill as regular Jim Beam, just more aged at 7 years plus and a much higher proof. So I've been enjoying the Bookers that I have. Again, I started collecting Bookers sometime early last year. So I've been, if I can find them backwards, I'm kind of going backwards as I go forward with Bookers. When I can find past releases, I do pick them up if the price is not too extraordinary. So now I do have 2401, and now I have 2402, and I think $109 is a pretty decent price for this bottle. I think that's even cheaper than at the Jim Beam store in Kentucky. So honestly, with these 3 bottles, I would have been content for this year. And I thought I was actually gonna make this video last week and say I am done buying whiskey. Mrs. Captain came to town again this week, spent a night here, and we went and saw a movie yesterday. I've been seeing everybody picking up the Russell Reserve 15 here in the Bay at a local grocery store, liquor store. So I said to Mrs. Captain, hey, on the way to eat before the movie, let's stop at one of these chain grocery stores, liquor stores, and see if they perhaps have a Russell Reserve 15 in there. So we did, and they didn't. I asked the girl, and she said no, but I'm looking behind the counter there, and they did have the B524, both of them. Now, the girl wouldn't sell me both of these bottles, so Mrs. Captain, thank you. I did have her run in and pick up the Larceny as well. So I was able to get this, and then she got that, and so I'm pretty happy with this pickup. kind of like the Booker's. The Elijah Craig is one of those that I did start before Booker's with the Elijah Craig, picking those up. And now, so I'm also picking those up backwards if I can find previous batches as I keep picking them up going forward. Larceny I kind of slept on for a while. I was kind of thinking it was maybe a lesser Elijah Craig or something. But Larceny is essentially Elijah Craig, but it's got wheat instead of rye in it. And there have been some really, really good Larceny barrel proofs that have come out recently. So I'm definitely happy to have both these bottles. And I pinky swear that I'm done purchasing whiskey for July. I just don't, everything I've been doing up until this point, I'm here in this hotel, everything I've been doing is leading up to these next 2 weeks. And so I've been really just studying, drinking a little bit, haven't had any time to read any book, again, besides manuals and stuff. So I am pretty much done purchasing whiskey. Now, if you call me and said, hey, Mike, there is a Russell Reserve 15 at the store now, just down the street from you, within 10 miles of me, I would go pick it up. I don't think there's any other bottle that I would let myself go out for right now and pick it up. I just don't really have the time or the inclination. Now, I'm looking forward to August, getting back into my house and getting back at it. So what do you think of my pickups? Booker's Old Grandad, the Elijah Craig B524, Larceny B524, and going backwards with the Blood Oath Pact 7. Would you have bought any of these bottles? Do you have any of them? I know people are getting in the B524s. It's kind of circling through. It's kind of being out there now, and I've seen some reviews and really looking forward to getting into those bottles. So, but pinky swear, other than Russell Reserve 15, I'm not even gonna go buy. If you told me the Woodford Reserve, I mean, the Maker's Mark Wood Finishing Series is down the street from me right now, I wouldn't even bother going and picking it up, even though I've really heard good things about that one too. But I'm just trying this month, boom, done. So, I mean, that's almost $500 worth of whiskey, which for me is certainly less than what I spent per month last year. It's probably less than half of what I spent per month last year on whiskey. Yeah, when I added those receipts up, it was pretty bad. But so that's about $500. That's a pretty good, I think, month for me. All right, my guys, and that's it for tonight. If you've enjoyed the video, like it, subscribe to see more of my content. I do both whiskey and book reviews. But for now, my friends, you know what to do. I hope you're reading something good and drinking something great. Turn the pages and stay thirsty. Cheers.